Welcome to Vocabulary Boost, the podcast dedicated to helping you expand your vocabulary and remember new words more effectively. I'm your host, Luna, and today I've got my good friend Alex here with me. Hi, Alex.
Hey, thanks for having me. I've always struggled to remember new words, so I'm really excited to learn some new tips today.
That's great to hear. We're going to share practical, proven strategies to help you remember more vocabulary. So let's start with the first tip, using mnemonics. Have you heard of that before, Alex?
I've heard the word, but I'm not exactly sure what it means. Is it some kind of memory trick?
Exactly. Mnemonics are memory aids that help you associate new words with familiar images, sounds, or phrases. For example, if you're trying to remember the word gregarious, which means outgoing and sociable, you might think of a great guy at a party, someone who's very friendly and loves being around people.
Oh, I see. Like creating a funny or memorable story to connect the word with its meaning.
Yes, humor and imagination make the trick even more effective. Another example, for the word loquacious, which means very talkative, you could picture a talkative lion, because lions are known for their loud roars. That image can help you recall that loquacious refers to someone who talks a lot.
That sounds fun. So, in short, I should try to create mental images or funny stories for new words.
Exactly. Moving on to the second tip, practice with context. Simply memorizing a word and its definition isn't enough. You need to see and use the word in real sentences. Why do you think that's important?
I guess because it helps me understand how the word is really used and makes it easier to remember.
Spot on. For example, if you learn the word perplexed, don't just memorize the definition. Try to put it in a sentence. She looked perplexed after hearing the confusing instructions. This way, you understand how it fits into a real situation.
That makes sense. So I should try to generate sentences myself or read sentences that use new words?
Exactly. When reading books or articles, underline or write down new words and look at the sentences around them. It helps you see how words operate within context. Speaking of reinforcement, the third tip I recommend is regular review.
Oh, I've heard about that, like going back to the same words multiple times.
Yes, this is called spaced repetition. Instead of cramming, review your vocabulary list or flashcards after a day, then after a few days, then a week, and so on. This helps transfer words from short-term to long-term memory.
I've tried flashcards before, but I often forget to review them regularly.
That's understandable. The key is to set a schedule. Maybe review every evening or every other day. There are also apps like Anki or Quizlet that automate this process and remind you when to review.
I'll give those a try. What about actually using the words in my daily life? Does that really help?
Definitely. That's our fourth tip, active usage. When you make a conscious effort to use new words in conversations or writing, you're moving them from passive knowledge to active vocabulary. Can you think of why this might be important?
Probably because simply recognizing a word isn't the same as being able to use it yourself.
Exactly. Using words actively helps you remember them more firmly. For example, instead of just knowing the word meticulous, try to incorporate, I need to be more meticulous when proofreading my essays. Practice like this makes the word a natural part of your language.
So I should try to write stories, keep a journal, or chat more to practice?
Yes, even talking to yourself in English or explaining something using new vocabulary can be helpful. It reinforces your understanding and recall.
That's a good idea. And what about exposure? I hear that reading and listening are good strategies too.
Absolutely. Our fifth tip, immerse yourself in English content daily. Read books, listen to podcasts, watch movies or TV shows, anything where you see and hear words used naturally. Encountering words repeatedly in different contexts makes them stick better.
So I should aim to read at least a few pages or listen to podcasts.
Exactly. Even just 10 to 15 minutes a day can make a big difference. When you hear or read new words repeatedly in different situations, your brain starts to recognize and remember them more easily.
That makes sense. I think I
tend to forget new words because I just learn them once and then don't see or hear them again.
That's a common mistake. Recycling words in different contexts really helps. For example, if you learn the word ubiquitous, which means something that is everywhere, try to notice it in articles or movies. The more you see it, the more natural it becomes.
Got it. So the key is consistency and exposure.
Exactly. And don't be discouraged if it feels slow at first. Building a good vocabulary takes time, but with regular practice, it's definitely achievable.
I feel more motivated now. Do you have any final tips for our listeners?
Sure. My biggest advice is to be patient and have fun. Learning new words isn't just about rote memorization. It can be exciting. Play word games, challenge yourself to use 5 new words a day, or keep a vocabulary journal. Find what works best for you.
I like that. Making it fun will keep me going.
Absolutely. And remember, every new word you learn is a step toward better communication and confidence. So keep practicing, be curious, and don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Thanks so much for these tips. I'm going to start trying them today.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here, Alex. And thank you to everyone listening. That's all for today's episode of Vocabulary Boost. We hope you found these tips helpful. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Happy learning and see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.